I had actually entertained the idea of a timeshare on numerous occasions. Being at the beach is something that has been a passion for many, many years. My efforts to get there, to move there, has been ongoing. I saw this as an opportunity, if I could not be there full time, to invest in a timeshare and to take some mini vacations with my family. I was at a vulnerable moment. I had the passing of a father, and my mother, she was just diagnosed with cancer. And so when I got the call, it was in the midst of this, along with a divorce. And so I was looking for an outlet, an opportunity to get away. And I visited Charleston, South Carolina, got excited about this opportunity to kind of get away, and walked into the presentation. They kind of pulled you in. They intrigued you enough to, they hooked you. You wanted to hear what they had to say. And we listened and had a representative who walked around and showed us a local property. And then it came down to the sales presentation. What was intended to, or said to have been 90 minutes turned into literally almost 4 hours. And I not only had one individual, but up to 3 at one time who were speaking to me about making this purchase and honing in on the positive of I could go anywhere I wanted to go. I could pass it down to my children. I was paying in full, so other than a low maintenance fee, that there wasn't going to be anything else really that I would be responsible for. I did ask the question, should I ever change my mind? Would I have an opportunity to either sell the timeshare and or I have a huge interest in real estate. I have a background there as well, and would I be able to rent this timeshare out to others? Were there opportunities with it? So everything was presented in a positive manner while I was there, but by the end of it, after 4 hours, really, I was pitted against another couple, and a gentleman went into the office and came back, and he said, I have a good deal for you. This is actually a timeshare that someone else has returned or we have bought back, and would you be interested in it at this price? This is the absolute best, and if you don't get it, the other couple is going to. And after 4 hours, I believed him and I jumped on the opportunity, and I was sold on the idea that I could pass a timeshare to my heirs, and this is something that I would be leaving behind for my girls when I was gone. The part about having a lifetime of vacations anywhere I wanted to go, from the East Coast to the West Coast, that was quite appealing, and I saw it as an opportunity to do something for me and my family. I walked away that day with a cruise and 2 separate vacations, I believe it was, along with my timeshare and my points. At the moment, I felt like I had done a good thing. I constantly keep my family at heart, and I thought that, I was doing something for the moment that we could enjoy, and something that we could enjoy for a lifetime. So it really wasn't until probably about 5 months later that I thought it's time to use this timeshare. And it was at that point in time that I really started seeing the red flags and that maybe I had not made a good decision. I called in and had dates in hand, and it seemed like every date that I presented them with, there was nothing available. And I went as far as to stretch it and give them dates from April all the way into November. And they could never give me 3 consecutive days anywhere. So at that point in time, I said, okay, let's talk about the cruise a little bit. And then it was kind of the same thing with that. There were some red flags. We couldn't make the connections. There were some additional fees that were not told up front. And so really, in a matter of probably a week, I was ready to back out. So I purchased something and never had the opportunity to use it. I was actually pretty upset with myself. I really feel like I'm a good judge of character. of people, and I invested my time and my energy and really my heart. And that is why I felt probably most taken advantage of. They knew my situation because that was building rapport at the beginning of the conversation. And they knew what I personally had been through. And I felt betrayed, lied to, omission of information, and it was intentional. It wasn't like they were trying to hide something. They intentionally knew that they were leaving parts and pieces out, and just really misled, just hurt, angry, all the emotions that you could imagine. And so I turned to the internet and social media and found the name Wesley Financial, looked it up at the Better Business Bureau to check the ratings there, and everything was very positive, very good ratings. And I did a whole lot of praying about it. Trust was the very thing that had been taken away from myself, much like many other people in the same situation. I called up, and from the get-go, it has been a very positive and a rewarding experience. Numerous people helped me along the way. They showed such compassion, completely treated me as an individual case. I felt like completely took me under their wing, and I had an opportunity to share my heartfelt story of what had happened to me through the timeshare industry. And they led me through a process and gained my trust and gained my respect for the company. I felt completely good. I felt completely at ease. And it was because of the people who worked at Wesley Financial. Everybody returned my calls, my messages. I never, ever was left lingering whatsoever. Any questions I had, I was welcomed to please ask them. I felt completely good about the whole situation. This is the best part. When I got the message, probably 8 months ago, 8 months ago, that this burden, I was released from it. I can't tell you the gratitude that I felt for every single individual with the Wesley team that helped me. The one thing that was taken away from us, far beyond money and fees, was just that trust within human society, within people. That was taken away. And if I could do anything, that is to convey a little bit of reassurance that Wesley Financial is a very trustworthy, a very respectable business. It is someone that I would personally recommend that you reach out to. I was treated with nothing less than professionalism at its best, and compassion. And when you're in that situation, it goes a long way just to have an ear, someone to listen to your story. Wesley Financial is the real deal.